I'm not going to lie to you, but you got to get into a good routine. One of the things that I do in the morning is I will take my egg greens, CU. I know a lot of times people don't have the time maybe to eat as healthy as what they need to. So what do? I wake up, get my greens in. Me kind of cleans it out, right? Like it's like an oil change in a person. If you oil change your car, you need to do it as well. Pandas, subs.com. And if anybody's got a sweet tooth, they have the best protein that I've ever had, and I'm not even kidding when I say that code Pete 25% off at pandassubs.com. So let's get into what John Spee had to say. And again, there was a lot of different things that I think both of these guys said, and I'm going to reiterate some of the stuff. Most of the questions were directed towards Carroll, which I expected for me. The first thing that he did was, you could tell how grateful for the opportunity was. He was grateful from everybody, from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, from the people that gave him his first job, and, like back from Philadelphia, talked about Jason Light, the general manager of Tampa Bay, and he's going through and he's mentioning all these people of how just, how appreciative he is. And you could tell that he's worked also underneath some very impressed regimes. But sometimes you need to have somebody that's grateful, that understands how great of an opportunity it is to be a GM. But also, he said he's always wanted to work for a great organization, like the Raiders. I'll say this, and maybe this is kind of a lame note, but the entire talk time Spytek talked, this was important to me that he was just seemed like an overall great dude, right? Like somebody that you want to go out and grab beers with, somebody that you want to golf with. Spytek, if you ever watch this, if you ever want to go play pickleball at the summit, which I think you'll probably know where that is, I got a partner for you. I would love to be able to connect you guys. He would love to be able to play pickleball against you. But like he just sounds like a great dude. Talked about his wife and how they're going to be an awesome community. Sometimes you need, though, to have that stability at home, and you need to have that awesome person in your corner. Where, I got Alex, she's amazing, Chugs has got Danny, and you need to have those people in your corner to be able to put in, the work that you're going to do, right? Like that's just part of the equation. But did seem like an overall great guy. That would be a great pairing with Pete Carroll. Once a leader like Tom Brady was talking about, Baker Mayfield, but talked about kind of when he was able to bring Brady over. And when you have players that have that mindset, and again, it wasn't like we got to find a player as talented as Tom Brady. It was about finding a player that's got that sicko mentality. If I always try to get that 1% better, and if you're looking at a quarterback that I think has that Brady mentality, whether you like it or not, to me, I think it's Russell Wilson and the amount of reports that came out around Russ. And when you heard the statements that were made today, they didn't want to give away too much information. But I was just hearing certain things and connecting certain dots. One of the things that he said that I absolutely loved was, our character will be our fate. At the end of the day, he was like, if you don't love football, you're not going to play football on this team. And for a player like Max Crosby, he's got to love hearing that. Because I think even for a lot of Raiders fans out there, we've fallen in the traps of that guy's a phenomenal athlete. That guy's super, super fast. This guy can do that. But you also go, does he love football? And when you go back and you look at a lot of the players that the Raiders brought in, Chris Wilkins loves football. Roberts Blaine loves football. And they want guys that just want to be there, that are football type of dudes. And when you add guys that love football, because here's the thing, everybody's talented, right? Everybody's talented. And one of the things that I love that Spytek had a lot of success with throughout his career is being a part of regimes where they find these guys in college. And these are players that are having long, successful NFL careers. But I think a lot of times when you find somebody that is super gifted, but also can put in that extra percentage and can go above and beyond that, is a culture builder. And when you add those type of players with somebody like a Max Crosby, knowing who your building block guys are, JPJ, Brock Bowers, Tom Brady, Pete, Carroll, John Spytek, those are the building blocks of what truly, truly great teams are made of. I'll tell you this, I was really excited to hear what Pete Carroll and John Feek had to say. Very, very happy Raider fan right here. So, one more thing that I want to get into it is the news that happened today. Maybe you saw it. Maybe